That is my job to select races. It is my job to select the training programs. He's got other things in his life. All that he is concerned with in running itself is to get down to the nitty-gritty of it, do the training sessions that I specify, get them done well, get onto the track and perform. It begins there and ends there. No. Why not? Well, look, there's only 2 more before the big one in Helsinki, and both of those are really booked up, and he's too near peaking now, so What? No, nothing to change my mind.
He's intelligent. He works things, he has a scientist's mind, he is a qualified engineer, and is inclined to look at the sport from what he would say as first principles. Everything in mechanics you work through on that basis. He has worked through systematically. Firstly, he has a great capacity for understanding, and a great capacity for research and for applying that research to a specific need, which is getting me to run faster.
Not too early in the morning, about 10:30 start tomorrow.
Okay. I'll tell you something. I don't think there's a sodding hill in this city I've not been up this afternoon.
You've had a good lunch, we're doing a good evening session.
Yeah, that gives me at least 4 hours sleep.
Don't be dossing your life away. Yeah. Do you want a drink?
Yeah.
Yes. Look,
Drop of oil.
we're coming off the speed a bit, more on the speed endurance, and it's going to be hard now.
Off the speed and onto the grass. Yeah. Right. It's been very nice to do what I've done with somebody that I actually enjoy working with. I tend to think we're very good mates, and we've had a lot of laughs and a lot of enjoyment and a lot of disappointment, but I wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
I really can't believe that they have achieved so much together. I think it really has been 2 people together who've achieved it. It's completely fantastic to me how they can actually still speak to each other after all these years of having to be together.
The thing is, it's fish and chip paper tomorrow, isn't it? Page 3 as well. I've been honoured. Never so honoured. Olympic gold medal athlete Sebastian Coe has found their glamorous new love. Sun exclusive.
I got rung by the local newspaper to ask me if I'd like to make a comment on your new romance.
And the lovely thing is, they would expect you to dish the dirt on your own family.
Yes, that's right. I mean, I wouldn't even discuss it with a neighbour if they came to the door, so I'm certainly not going to discuss it with, what's her name, Philippa Kennedy.
Well, there we go. Moral leadership of the Western world.
In the first place, he doesn't believe what he reads about himself. I think probably if you continually read things about yourself, you might actually begin to believe it. I'm very glad that he doesn't. He laughs at a lot of the lovely things written about him. I mean, he sort of says, they want to see me really, they want to watch what I'm really like. And I think that's one of his saving graces, that he knows that he's nothing like. Well, that's not to say it's nothing like. I mean, there is a little bit of truth in everything that's written, but it's so over the top, most of it, that thank goodness he doesn't believe it.
The very big one.
The July 9th.
And I guess you'd lose more than your pound if you ran the 1,500 metres in that one.
Before and after, I would think. Yes.
Seb, you've been racing in this for the last year, 18 months. That's polyester. Here's our new tactile vest, and we'd like to know how it grabs you.
I suppose I was one of the first athletes to get involved or be allowed to get involved openly with sports sponsorship in athletics. My sponsors are ICI, whose kit I race in during the athletics season, Nike, whose shoes I run in. I've done some television advertisements for Horlicks. From Hertz, who have provided me with transport.
That's absolutely right. Just hold it. That's it.
Be the last one. I know I said that some time ago, but this is it. About 20 minutes I've been saying that. Yeah, and a bit higher for the head, and a little more to your left. That's it. No, left. Yeah, that's it. Hold. That's it.
I'm very pleased I'm doing what I'm doing now. I don't think I'd want to be involved quite as commercially as athletes in 10 years' time are going to be. I think they're going to be in a real minefield. It won't be long before we are referred to as runners, rather like the amateur gentleman distinction disappeared in cricket. Tennis players are just tennis players now, they're not amateurs and professionals. But the sooner the sport moves to a situation where it can be totally honest with itself, the better. I still basically come, and as does Steve Avett and Daley Thompson, we still come from that's what I've cited as the second-class rail ticket and the 75p meal voucher end of the sport. We didn't get involved in it for any other reason than we wanted to run, and we showed some talent at various age groups.
You're not a materialist by nature. He doesn't gather things around him. I think he would happily live with a toothbrush and a change of clothing, which is, of course, exactly like his father. I mean, the only reason we have a house is because I must have insisted on owning something, but I think Peter would never own anything if you left it to him. So I think, he's not, it isn't the be-all and end-all of his world to own things.
She gave a friction massage. When I came back in, the woman who runs the place, she said, have you had a good massage? So I said, yes. She said, actually, she said, the girl we set loose on you, her nickname was Digger Harlan. She started this week.
What's that mean? You've got hold of it down.
Seb Coe is based in Loughborough. He shares a small semi-detached with his close friend, Steve Mitchell. Outside Seb's family, few people know him better.
Underneath it all, I think he's as hard as steel. He's outwardly very, as I said, easygoing and likes a laugh and a joke.
There's only 0.3 body fat on Seb, so if you haven't guessed, he's the slimmer one of the two of us. Do you take any precautions health-wise at all, Seb? I mean, it's something I've always wanted to ask you. Like, do you suffer from athlete's foot?
Jay Williams on the box.
It's all right. I wonder what precautions you're about.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about them later.
He's a splitting image of Mal, isn't he? He's got the bit, or he's the other way round.
Do you suffer from athlete's foot? Because I do, and I can't get rid of mine.
Chop them off, it's easy. I thought wire was a bad student.
He likes to laugh and a joke, and he likes to go out for a pint or two. But I wouldn't say he's got a bad temper, and I wouldn't say he's moody either.
At 76, that's
Don't remind me.
6 years, mate.
Yes, that's right.
I thought I was a bad pupil.
A few minutes' drive from his home is Coe's place of work, Loughborough University of Technology.
Well, I'm here as a research assistant. I graduated in 1980, took a year or two off to concentrate on the games, and then came back again sort of 81, 82. But I'm actually working as a research assistant in the Department of PE and Sports Science. Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. I mean, if you can come in next week and see us, that would help. I mean, it just helps us in our planning, and I think it gives you more time to make the most of your advertising as well. I try to be here sort of every day of the week. Obviously, at various times of the season it's difficult because there's a nice understanding that while I'm still trying to be involved in top-class athletics, that I'm going to need a little bit of time here and there, but by and large, most of my year is spent here. My spare time is taken up by listening to music, whether recorded or live. I can quite openly admit to being able to listen to jazz at any time of the day. I would quite happily give up athletics in order to be able to proficiently play jazz on an instrument.